Hi, welcome to the Linux Virtual Lab. In this video you will learn how to install Ubuntu. In the last video we saw how to install VMWare Workstation. So after you install VMware Workstation, you will get on the double click of the shortcut VMware Workstation, you should get this window. Now in this window we'll create a virtual machine for Ubuntu. Now we require a ISO file to install Ubuntu in the virtual machine. So see to it that you have the Ubuntu ISO file. So we will be installing Ubuntu 14.04 version for our practicals. So click on create new virtual machine. So we'll select the custom, click on next. The hardware compatibility here, keep it workstation 10.0, no changes. Click on next. Here you need to select I will install the operating system later, so select the checkbox option button here, click on next. Now what is the guest operating system that you want to install? So we'll be installing Linux, and the version that you need to select here, so we'll be installing Ubuntu 64-bit. Click on next. Now you need to save your virtual machine so that you can carry this virtual machine on another machine and use it whenever you require. So we'll create a folder to save the virtual machine at the safe drive. So I'll create the virtual machine in my F drive, create a folder and say Ubuntu VM, so virtual machine. Select this folder, click on OK, and click on the name of the virtual machine. If you want, you can change it or keep it as it is. So I have kept Ubuntu 64-bit. Click on next. Now here you need not make any changes. Next. The maximum memory recommended is 1 GB, so let it be. Click on next. Here in network connections we'll use network address translation. Click on next. No changes in this window. New virtual machine wizard. Select IO controllers. So by default whatever is recommended is there. So click next. Again no changes in this window. Next. Now here you need to create a new virtual disk. Now whatever virtual machines we create, we require the contents to store. The content should be stored for that virtual machine, so we need to provide the virtual disk. So create virtual disk, click on next. You can specify the size of the virtual disk. So by default it has taken 20 GB, so I'll keep it as it is, and click on store virtual disk as a single file. So that helps you carry your disk or make your disk portable, and click on next. Now this is the disk file that you can carry or make it portable, and you can add this virtual disk to some other machine or other virtual machine as additional storage. So you need to store this also. So we'll store this in the same folder that we have created. So I'll go to F drive. So the name I provided was Ubuntu VM. I'll store this disk in the same location, save, and click on next, and then finish. So now this is the virtual machine created. Now we need to provide the installation files for installing Ubuntu. So for doing that, you can either click on edit virtual machine, or you can directly click on CD DVD data. So when you click on CD DVD data or edit virtual machine, you will get the same window. So you'll click on edit virtual machine. So under edit virtual machine, again you will get the same things. So CD DVD data, click on use ISO image file. So now here this is the place where you need to provide the ISO file. So I'll go to my softwares directory where I have stored all the ISO files. Open this, and here you'll see Ubuntu 14.04 desktop version. So open this and click on OK. Now we have set our ISO file for this virtual machine, and then now we need to power on this virtual machine. So click on power on virtual machine, and the virtual machine has started. Now this is the installation starting. Now to use the features in this window in the virtual machine, you need to click in, then only you will be able to use or click in the virtual machine. So here you have the option. By default English is selected. Now there are two ways you can do it. You can either try temporarily or install the Ubuntu. If you try, your files will not be saved, so we'll install Ubuntu in your disk. So by clicking in this window, we take the control of this window, and we can click in this and install Ubuntu. So this is the warning that it requires 6.4 GB available drive space. So we already assigned 20 GB of space, and click on continue. So this is the default message. It will erase the disk and install Ubuntu. Say install now. So you need not worry, this will just erase the disk that we have assigned for our virtual machine. So your data on your disk will not go, so you don't have to worry about this. So click on install now. Now we need to select the location here, or you can simply click. So Kolkata, you click on the map of India, and by default you will see the click on continue. Select the keyboard layout. So by default it is English US. So click on continue. You can specify the computer name, Linux. Username by default it takes as Mahavir, and password. Okay, so require my password to log in. Choose this. Click on continue. Okay, so the installation has started. Just copying the files. The files are copied and installing the system. So this will take few minutes. So sit calm till the installation completes. So after the installation, it will ask you to restart. So click on restart now, and the system will reboot. Now if you move your mouse, in this case you will lose the control of your mouse. So to get back the control, you will press the Control Alt keys on your keyboard simultaneously. Press the Control Alt key and you will see your mouse is released. And here the system goes on. See the initial screen, Ubuntu, and this is the place where it will ask you for password. So the username, it appears by default, and password to be entered, and press the enter key. So this is the desktop of Ubuntu, and you can see the menus appearing here, the browser and so on. You can search for your files from here. So we'll be using terminal. So just click on this icon here and type in terminal. You'll see terminal. Open this and you should get this screen. So this is what we see in our lab, the dollar prompt from where you fire all the commands. So this is how we install Ubuntu for practicing Linux. Now if you face any problem installing Linux, Ubuntu, you can take the virtual machine from here and use it at home just by installing VMWare Workstation. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.